Little boys really walked into Walgreens and looted everything they wanted. Watch what they do when the manager locks them in.
You got like 10 seconds to open up the door. I swear to God, I'll open right now. 10. Open your fucking door. I'm calling my mom. Bitch, I've been new out of camera. I'll choke for out of that. Dad do that.
They kept trying to break the glass and was trashing the place as they demanded the manager to open the door.
I'm not fucking on it. Y'all gotta open it. You know right now, you have to have a door. I'll open up this door before we write this bitch. Break it. Go ahead.
They were able to open the door and left without anybody chasing them. What would you do if you were the manager? These little boys really walked into Walgreens and looted everything they wanted. Watch what they do when the manager locks them in.
You got like 10 seconds to open up the door. I swear to God, I'll open right now. 10. Open your fucking door. I'm calling my mom. Bitch, I've been new out of camera. I'll choke for out of that. Dad do that.
They kept trying to break the glass.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would love to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Blessings and safety to the elect, all right? And hey, man, this is a product, of Big Shirley, man, okay? But, instantly, when I saw this, I instantly thought of, Mark the 3rd chapter, man. All right. And matter of fact, I got it pulled up on this phone right here. I'm going to just read it. It's Mark 3:27. It says, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house, man. Okay. And, Esau found a way to remove the Israelite man out of the home. All right. Because, hey, man, you just know through the spirit, man, a man is not there, okay? And if it is, it's a some stepfather, man, who just want to deal with the mom, get a cooked meal, man, and a place to lay his head, and he don't want nothing to do with these little ninjas, man, okay? But the point is, man, and you see the one little ninja, man, okay? The one little ninja, all right, right here, he's already got a broken wrist, man, okay? If you catch the lingo, okay? He's already, hey, as the scriptures say, to show if their continence do have witnessed against them. They declare their sin as Sodom, man, okay? This little dude right here, man, you can already tell his future, okay? Okay? But the point is, man, this is why it's important to, put that rod, okay? Put that rod on them, man, as the scriptures say, man. Because they out of control, man. See, hey, listen, man. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man, because this is the last generation, man. Because, hey, this will be the future right here. Okay? This will be our nation's future. Okay? And you already see, what would it be like, But I ain't trying to digress, man. Okay? Let's get some precepts, man. It's Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he shall go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, man. So, look, already, this is, hey, look, evidently, they're seeing this type of behavior, and like he said, I'm going to call my mama. His mama probably take them into the stores and do this, or encourage them to go in the store and do this, man. Okay, look at this shit.
These little boys really walked into Walgreens and looted everything they wanted. Watch what they do when the manager locks them in.
You got like 10 seconds to open up the door. I swear to God, I'll open right now. 10. Open your fucking door. I'm calling my mom. Bitch, I've been new.
Right, call their mama. Okay, so I know, like I said, Big Shirley probably, or Keisha probably encouraging them to do this madness. You go up to the store, throw it all in the bag, okay? A father wouldn't be going for this, man. Sending your little son into the store, hey, man, this is madness, man, okay? So, this is and guess what, man? As they get older, they're gonna make this they're gonna make this into a career, okay? Hey, let's get Proverbs 23, okay? Because I know, these little ninjas ain't getting hit, man, okay? They ain't getting beat with the rod, man. You just know it, man, okay? Like I said, the father probably not in the home. The mother probably raising them. She ain't putting the rod on them, Okay, this is Proverbs 23 and 13. It says, withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Okay, and in this society, man, especially dealing with women, they believe if they don't hit their children that they love them. Okay, but it's the other way around. Okay, when you discipline your child, that shows the love, man. Look what the Lord did unto us, man. Okay, He didn't just allow us to just roam the earth and just do whatever we please, man. You have to set boundaries and rules for these children, man. And if they break them, okay, then, in some cases, man, you put the rod on them, man. Okay, you give them verbal correction. And if, verbal correction doesn't, work, you go to the next step. Okay, but it says, thou shalt beat him with the rod and he shall deliver his soul from hell, man. All right. And these little ninjas ain't getting the rod put on them, man. Okay. No disciplinary actions is being done to these little ninjas, man. Okay. Let's go to Sirach 30. Okay. In 1, it says, he that loveth his son calls him off to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end, man. All right. So, hey, man, you child is, at a certain age, man, you start giving them that rod of correction, man. So that when he get to a certain age, okay, he will move accordingly. Okay. It says, he that chasteth his son shall have joy in him and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance, man. So these little ninjas, they're an embarrassment, man. They're an embarrassment. You can't take, if these was your sons, man, you couldn't take them nowhere amongst people. They wouldn't know how to act, man. Look how they acting now. Okay. Say, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him, man. See, Esau don't want a man to, train their child up, man. Okay? They don't want you to teach your child the ways of the Lord, man. Okay? And that the Lord is, the Lord, he's, man, he's a terrible power, man. And if you act this way or you act that way, then, hey, man, you're going to receive judgment from the Lord, man. They don't want you to teach your children that they are the enemy. That they don't want you to let your children know that they are Israelites and this is the way they should conduct. They don't even want you to discipline your child, man, because they call it child abuse. Now, in some cases, man, you do have, parents that actually abuse their child, man. But for the most part, man, I didn't see Esau that went in the house and, took kids out of a house just for, disciplinary actions, man. So someone whooped their child because they did some foul shit, man, and Esau went up in the crib and took them on Christmas. I'm a witness to that, man. Okay? But, hey, man, I was looking for this other precept, man, and that was going to be pretty much it. All right. Here it goes. Sirach 30 and 11. Give him no liberty in his youth and weep not at his follies. So, here it is. These little ninjas, man, they going up in the store, man. They just got too much liberty on their hands, man. They should be with an adult, man. They ain't nothing but about 7 or 8. Maybe 9 at the most. Okay, they should be accompanied by an adult. But here it is, when you give them, liberty, they do things like this, man. Okay, so hey, when the parents see this, it shouldn't be winked at. Okay, there should be consequences for this, man. Okay, but I could just see, Big Shirley or, Keisha, I could just see them laughing at this. Y'all funny. What's wrong with y'all, boy? I could just see that because a lot of Israelite women, they don't actually be a mother to their children. They try to be their children's friend, man. And that's not how to go. That's not the way to go. All right. But it says, bow down his neck while he is young. So you're supposed to be getting on them while they're young, man. I watch brothers get on their children while they're young, man. See, I done seen, I'd have been in this troop, near, going on 10 years, man, and I done seen, brothers' children when they were little, okay? And I done watched the brother train them up, man, and I see how they act now, man. I see how they conduct themselves now amongst brothers, man, and amongst, people in the world, man. So, hey, man, this is very needed, man. All right? It says, bow down his neck when he is young, humble him while he is young, beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thy heart. So, and just to throw the balance in there, if they don't have a mother that'll approve of this, okay, or this will make her upset. This is a prime example of why you supposed to bow their neck, bow down their neck while they're young, man. All right, you supposed to be, whooping their ass, man. I'm gonna just say it, man. Okay. So, because you have some parents out there that do the best they can, okay, and they don't apply this, okay, but then later on down the line, they feel sad, or they hurt because of the actions of their children, So this right here, they can have a parent that is upset about this, that may be hurt about this, but don't actually know how to be a parent. That's why it's important to come to the prophets for advice, man, because we go to the scriptures, man. What did the Lord say? Okay, now some things you can't apply in this society. We can't be over righteous because, this is a wicked society. But, a lot of things we can apply, But, that's just the point, man. You little ninjas, man. This generation is cooked, man. All right? But, hey, man, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Till next time, Shalom.